And this is where Mr. Herman sent this is when we had the meeting with Mr. Herman to speak about the deployments before the updated list can come on page 10 on January 6th.
It's about you being ordered to convene that meeting.
Yes. And then knowing that Gubis will be working in those sites. Now remember, on the 31st, they have already hired the staff. What they are waiting for is for me to see them. The reason is that when I say as the paying end user, I should have said as the paying end user, business entity, water and sanitation. They've been working with Gubis, now they want to continue working with Gubis. And there's nothing wrong about that. I think this question answers the question of, I think, impropriety, why Gubis was given so many sites. Gubis was not giving many sites by APSS Inspector Phiri. It was giving sites by the department, the management of the Department of Water and Sanitation, through their representative, Mr. Herman Scholela.
Where does the power lie to select a service provider? Does it lie with the department in this context, with the department or with your section?
In my 15 years experience at Protection Services, which is now called Watchman Services and APSS, it lies with us when we allocate to them. But on ad hoc services, a person will request, let's say, power station. He will come to us and say, guys, you have company X. Now, company X works at the power station with 5 guards at day and 10 guards at night. But now I'm going to deliver 50 mini-subs. And your guards that you allocated to me, they are manning the gate and other premises in the power station. Now, what I need from you is that I need physical security and control for those mini-subs. Now, for that to happen, I need 4 guards on the entrance and 2 guards at the exit. It's just an example. But then at that power station, company X is already there. So in our language, we call it double packing. You cannot bring another, he will tell you, you cannot bring another company to come and work with company X, and then you bring company Z. Accountability will be lost there. But if you bring this company, I will be able to hold them responsible if one mini-sub go missing. Now, logic dictates he's right, because accountability will remain with one company. It will be able to penalize them if that 2 million mini-sub goes. But if, let's say, a tender is approved today, and then we include that that duty in that tender, we allocate now, because the budget that belonged to Watchman Services is centralized. So if we already have 50 reservoirs that must be, let's take a typical example of this one, where it's 37 reservoirs and pump stations. If we have them now the department is not going to pay any longer. But because when they requested at that time, they were using their GL account and their cost center, they allocated a certain company. But if now the guards are 10-day, 15 night, it will come from the budget of the TMPD, no longer from the budget of electricity for power station. So we only allocate at that stage. But immediately when they decide to increase security, it becomes another story. So on this one, the anomaly was that the reservoirs and pump stations were scattered all over 7 regions. But water and sanitation decided to use only Gubis. And for their reasons, which are unknown to me, but I can think that they are competent.
Just to make sure I understand the response, when I asked my question earlier, I put it in general terms.
Yes.
Let me be more direct now and ask whether water and sanitation had the power to select Gubis. Could they say Gubis and no other entity deploy Gubis? Did they have the power to do that?
I can't find a synonym for power, but I can.
Legal entitlement within municipal prescripts.
I've never came across it. I've never came across such deployment. But because it happened, I don't know if I can say this, but I can say it. The reason why the invoice was not paid, the 2024 one, I want to say this.
I'm not there.
No.
If maybe think about it and come back to it after the tea adjournment, and perhaps let's proceed in the meantime, Mr. Musigiti.
Okay. I was on.
Yes.
I'm on E, the evaluation and assessment of processes. When tasked with a deployment, my standard operating procedure was to physically visit the sites to conduct a security assessment before issuing a formal deployment letter. Because coordinates were often insufficient to locate remote infrastructure, I required the use of the department, office not there, of the department technicians to physically accompany me to the vandalized sites. Paragraph 15. Upon inspecting the premises, I will formulate a security.
Mr. Phiri, can you, if you may, do you have the name of the department technicians
I don't have
accompany you on this instance?
I don't have the names because they will send me maybe a phone number and the name. But remember, it was in 2025 and I've changed phones 3 times. So I don't have their names because remember, water and sanitation is in 7 regions. So in every region, I will get a technician there waiting for me. But some of this reservoir, I will know them. And sometimes I will not require like in Region 6, Region 5, Region 1, I will not require anyone to assist me. You will just tell me and I will know on top of my head where it is. But some, it will be a new thing to me. And then it will be, sometimes I will drive almost next to Midrand and then see there is a reservoir. And
That's fine. I just wanted a name if you have one. But
no, I don't have names, but...
Okay. All right, well, let's continue.
Yes. Paragraph 15. Upon inspecting the premises, I will formulate a security recommendation detailing the requisite personnel and resources, for instance, recommending 3-day shifts and 5-night or 1 vehicle and with guards. I don't know if the annexure speaks to that. Annexure 5.
Page 15.
Page 15.
Yeah.
Look at 18, page 18.
Yeah, it started page 18. Yeah, I think it started page 19, where it says on where Herman on Tuesday 31st 2024 at 6:30 p.m. where he says to Kagiso, who I don't know his designation. Hi Kagiso, I agree with your suggestion to utilize Jobbing GL. It is one relevant for this purpose. Colleagues, the relevant GL and cost center for the security is as follows. He puts in the general ledger account and the cost center, the vote number. They are there. Herman now goes to Mr. Malatji and says, Mr. Malatji, below found the agreed GL and cost center. Regards, Herman. I'm also not the preview. I'm not CC'd. It's on the 31st of December when I stopped there. But then when Director Malatji responds, he includes me on this email with Dr. Elvis Madikaba and myself. This is sent to us. He says, colleagues, below find, it's on the 7th. The email was written by Herman Sokolela on the 31st of December. But now the meeting has happened. Now, Director Tshukudu Malatji now, he says on the 7th, colleagues, below found correspondence indicating that the GL and cost center number from which the services will be paid for further handling and agent deployment of security at both Klapperkop and Brickflix. The service provider shall submit all invoices to the Department of Water and Sanitation for payment now. Mr. Herman Sokolela, for payment purposes. There's no other thing that is mentioned here. Is payment by Mr. Herman Sokolela at Department of Water. The service provider will resume deployment on security guards today, 07/2025 at 18 p.m. as follows. Klapperkop Pump Station, 6 armed guards day shift, 6 armed guards night shift. Brickfields Pump Station, 5 armed guards day shift, 5 armed guards night shift. 1 times patrol vehicle armed will be deployed per shift. Hope you find the above in order. Tshukudu P. Malatji, Director, Asset Protection Services.
I notice that with this one, this is almost a deployment letter because the service provider is copied.
Yes.
I see there's Calvin from Gubis and there's Zakele from Gubis and there's Andrew from Gubis. And they are told that this is where they will send the invoice to, and this is the date of the deployment, and these are the guards that will be deployed, and these are the pump stations in which they will be deployed.
Yes.
So this is equivalent to a deployment letter
It's a
for these 2 pump stations.